We're on.
Just to give you a feel. So,
Yeah, and I've already got a really good feel from what you showed me because they're tools I'm familiar with.
All right, where are we going next?
Sandy,
And this is in the purple.
this is in the orange.
So should I switch to purple or orange probably?
Yes.
Yes.
So Joey
Which
opened
orange
three
is it?
tabs. So you have one team open.
Oh, excellent.
Speed here.
Okay, Sandy, Utah.
Okay, that's orange. Now, if you just look over here, you can kind of see where the mouth of the.
Oh yeah, just right here. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
There
so
it is.
there it is.
this 1 0.
Yeah, just look at that. Two. And, yeah, it's done. Okay, so we'll go to the. Sorry, I should have had this ready.
No.
More ready. Okay, so holiday, Cottonwood Heights border.
I'm like, I just don't have.
What is that?
This is in your attributes pane,
Yeah, that's where you change the attributes of features.
right? And right here it says layers.
Yeah,
Set your layer here, we're doing the layer on the,
yeah, the intersected layer
and it gives you each column here.
in the order that you have the table sorted.
Yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
based on shape yard, it says,
Huh,
then I just hit the next, next.
that's cool.
Right over here.
Correct, yeah.
This 0 right here.
Yep, so that goes to District 2. So what's next? Sandy Cutler Heights, ordered.
Now, has your computer identified all of these, or you had to spot them?
That
There's
is software to it.
Is this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's, could be an issue.
Oh, I might have. Maybe I clicked both.
No, I think you did it right, but I think that those zeros should probably just be taken out of that city. I mean, including
Back
those
into
zeros
that
in the
city.
city.
Right.
So let's move them into 3.
Well, one of those is this one we were just looking at. though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, but that's because they included all that other section as a different district. If they would have included it, then I don't think we would have gotten that intersection.
That'll probably pop up here later.
Okay, and then Sandy.
We got one more down right there.
This one. And
So now that's a person change.
right.
Yeah, but it's city, it's a city.
It is the city.
Yeah.
District 2 is down by 1, so taking away 3 would make it down by 4.
But
And
it
a
improves.
population of 817,000. Right?
I know.
So, 3.
I mean, we go from 6 to 1. I mean, 6 and 1 to 4 and 3. I mean,
Yeah.
it's sixes right there. Yeah.
6 to 1, 6 to 1.
All right, and then you said Sandy Cottonwood Heights.
So
Orange
the
is
piece that
working
sticks
on
out way
their
out here.
compression right now. Just-
Oh, good.
We did move a block just barely.
Oh, no, I created it as 2 separate maps,
Okay.
but just keep in mind if they're small city splits, they're trying to fix those. right now.
Okay.
We just, so we might.
Okay, cool.
I got some cold ones. So if anybody needs a cold water.
Oh, that's right.
Can you zoom out? Can you see this?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
And then we're gonna be in this portion right here.
This 0 right here.
That 0 is. Let's see if that one down.
Yeah.
Well, it should be in 2, right?
Well, the
It's
2.
on the wrong side of the city now. Yeah. Oh, no.
So it probably should be in 2.
Um,
Right now,
Well, it's a county island. I think.
It's a county island. so it
according
can
to
be-
what as, I'm just,
Then why is that city boundary sitting there? If it's a county
Yeah.
highway?
Yeah, there's a red line going vertically.
There's also red line, yes, right there.
No, I see, okay,
I see that too.
okay.
It's a very small county chunk, we can.
It's, there's fine where it is.
Okay,
See, in Little Cottonwood County.
that's all right.
So it's just further up, same county. Where you want? Right, well, too far.
Oh,
One of these.
Uh-huh.
It's that 9 population, but just because
hmm,
I think it's okay.
yeah,
More city
it's,
areas.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like a
That's
problem.
gotta be another deviation zero goal.
Well, there's 5 and,
Because all I remember is that some of those that were really shooting for a target deviation of zero would include little slivers like this to make it zero. Like a 9 on the other side of the city border. And so the fact that yours picked it up makes me think that it's from that group.
Just because these are identified here doesn't necessarily mean it's
we
an
have to
error.
fix it.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm good with this.
I'm good with that too. Yeah.
Yeah, my guess is
Provo
that
Canyon.
that was picked up because it made that district zero deviation.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying.
It could be.
And
yeah.
so no one else that did that area needed that.
So that will-
whoops.
Well,
Uh-oh.
That's Zoom though, not.
yeah, no, that's,
No, okay.
we'll handle that in a second.
so we're-
Well, are we still live? I think
It
we're
says
good.
screen sharing.
Yeah.
It says live.
All right, so here's Provo, a little further up. So
So we're just slightly above Provo. Right
Right,
in there, yes.
this
Does
one,
that follow the road? No, it's not. And
It's
so
that
let's put
far.
it on that.
put it into 2.
So it's just a sliver along.
Yeah,
Now it's
okay,
following the highway.
okay. Which is what we, well,
Yeah.
it wasn't our map, but
Yeah.
that's what you and I did.
Now they're all the commission snaps. It's the general. view,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's our map.
I know, no, I really messed up.
Right.
Next one, Midvale, West Jordan. Yeah, that's it, 13.
Yeah, so my guess is that Cassidy's analysis that shows these results to the various teams, this will show that that city has a 13 count in District 4, and they would go clean it up.
Right.
Yeah,
It would be
it's
part of this.
it's kind of a similar process.
Yeah,
And that this will show us where it is.
Yeah.
yes.
And Cassidy's, this will show us where the issue is
And what it is.
and the numbers. She will
Yeah.
just give us the numbers.
But yeah, we'll have to see, Joey, if Joey said they're doing this right now, we'll have to see if they catch this 13.
So Orange would have been given this report that there's a District 4 in the city of Midvale with a 13 population. What we're getting is that no one else did that same kind of division, and so it shows up as its own polygon.
Yeah.
The other groups didn't do that kind of division. Yeah,
So it's orange team here.
yeah, so I would say that Orange is either gonna take care of it or.
Yeah. They're
Because it's gonna
the
be on
fussy
their
ones too.
report.
They're the ones who fuss a lot about zero.
Should we drag them up?
Yeah, we could.
This report here.
Oh, drag them in. meaning
The orange team.
people.
The orange team, they're right across the hall.
Ours,
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah,
They're right there.
Shanghai them.
So look at that. There's a Utah Transit Authority, a Union Pacific Railroad in there. Kind of buildings instructions.
Yep. Busy.
Yeah, transportation.
Orange congressional.
Well, that's what we're working on as well.
So
Oh, okay.
we're on a separate version of it. So we're just looking for zeroing things and we'll see if we're catching the same things.
Midvale on the right and
And
West
West
Jordan
Jordan
on
on
the
the
left.
Mhm.
You see the city limit in yellow. We have 13 people in that. Chuck, can you hover over that area there?
Yeah.
So, but that would throw your numbers out of whack a bit. If
So
you
the
were to
question
think
is,
of-
are you comfortable with that if we go to city boundaries? Or would
Do
you
you
rather
guys
leave
else to make that up?
We haven't.
it 13? Be tough.
Or should we just give it to the two of you right now?
If you go up. Go ahead and take that 13 and see if there's a place to maybe make it up on the north side or.
No, right, because West Jordan's already split. And I,
So, yeah, that would be a very small split for Midvale.
but if we,
But you're already split in the city limit, so you could maybe find some in there. There's a 17, so now it gets it down to a.
It's cutting is that a trailer park?
Yes, that's a trade.
Townhouses.
That's something.
Maybe could.
but we could.
It gets
Yeah,
your
we could
numbers
slice
down
up
to
the
4
neighborhood.
instead of.
Or-
I know, but you slice
or
up
do
that
you
neighborhood.
might wanna-
Just take a crack at it on yours.
Or do you want to slide one right now?
Because my guess is that that's already on your report that you're working on. I don't know if you've already done the.
Or are you comfortable with those?
Is that
numbers?
Midvale that you're working through?
So now this is West Jordan right here.
And Vale on the right.
So now we just be moving some number of people within West Jordan, ideally.
Look on the west side, there was some divot
Or
there.
maybe you're comfortable with those numbers.
You keep it under single, into single digits.
Yeah, see that divot? Can we use that to get,
No, they're all much larger.
Keep going west.
airport? Who lives at the airport?
Is there anything west of? North of there?
So if we were to take something, it looks like that 17 may be the smallest block on those boundaries within the
Yeah.
city.
Well, there was a 15 and a 0 real close that belongs to the park. At Cougar Park, we've got 15, 0, 0, 0, 0. The 15 and the 0, 0 could probably be put into.
Yeah, but
purple.
we need into orange from purple. Purple's high and orange is low.
So we need to go the other direction.
Oh,
That's 17, I think maybe the best option.
And here's a, oh, this is a 37. All right, at least. So do we take the 17 then, do you think?
In order to keep the city whole.
Otherwise, maybe I would end up with a precinct.
Yeah.
So now it's back down to 7. It's a difference.
Good. It's not breaking city boundaries. Shall file and come back. Do you want to see it?
It's okay if we just leave it there.
Okay.
As is.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And when you guys get to the green congressional flag, come grab one of us.
I was gonna say, we were fine, but if we do end up grabbing both of them, we probably just, if we want to be really official, probably just only one of us. I think if one of you adds to the discussion while 4 of us are in here, I think that would be, I wouldn't say comfortable, but just we don't have 4 commissioners working on that at a time.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah. I was luckily, Commissioner
I'm glad
Hilliard
that
walked
we-
away. Yeah.
He
Okay,
wasn't working on the map, he was just giving us advice.
right, of course.
All right, our next one, actually, we did that one a few minutes ago.
Back in Conway.
But we're on a different one here. Christine,
Yeah, this is the
Oh.
square 1 and 3.
let me get this.
Okay. Now, a different one, what?
This area right here
Okay,
came up and we're sorting all the areas.
okay,
Doesn't mean they're a problem,
Mhm.
because we do need to look at each one.
okay.
Really
That's
good size one.
so also,
Cottonwood Heights, the city one in there.
I think we may have also grabbed that one already, actually. Let me check though. Oh,
Oh, my gosh, it's 60,
is it this
there's,
0 or this whole portion?
Which I don't run. Orange
Yeah.
again, they're gonna feel attacked.
yeah, we go back, all right.
Just tell them about it. Turn loose.
But again, all this means is that their shape includes this when others didn't. That's what that,
Well,
that's what that
It's
result
a
means.
combination.
Yeah.
Congressional thoughts,
right,
Yeah,
not necessarily there. It's orange again.
So if there's a couple, so if we don't tell about this now, we could, I'll take a note of it. This is southeast border of Cottonwood.
yeah, but you can also create a bookmark, which is what I was planning on doing. Well, that's in ArcGIS, I guess, not in.
This, yeah, you want to put works in that.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it'll be easier for them.
Yeah, so to reiterate, the only reason why this polygon shows up in the ArcGIS Pro map is because one group included that in a district and the other ones excluded that in a district. It doesn't have to do with city boundaries, doesn't have to do with county boundaries. It's just that that's the way they drew it. And we're just seeing if there was an error, but this looks like a conscious decision
no,
to
true.
include those to make their standard deviation.
Oh, yeah, that's
Or the
exactly what
deviations
So
happened,
their district two did come over to see about.
right,
Yes,
yeah, and I think they did it on purpose.
I think they did it on
To
purpose.
get numbers.
Yeah, they're-
But I know that in their report, they're gonna see that that city contains 2 districts, and they'll look at it and they'll probably take away something from something else, so that that whole city is one district.
If it's possible, I think they would.
Yes, and working with them today, I see that they
Well, you-
constantly try, yes, to make it work, and they can usually figure something out.
All right, so we won't do anything with this one now.
Right,
I will let them make the comment. Okay, this one, I think, yeah, we also did this one. A little bit small little piece,
Oh, right, okay.
we took in the bigger piece.
Right there.
Okay, this one we're looking at earlier, county boundary. Davis, yeah, so it's the far south east corner of Davis
Right on the,
on the county boundary. On the area in the purple.
sorry.
I don't see your county boundaries.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself county boundaries real quick. I know county shapes just fine now at this point.
Well, I gotta see what plan it is first of all,
Right.
sorry.
I mean,
It's
it checks
orange.
out, yeah.
This is 0, yeah.
Got it?
okay, yep,
I have to have the layer turned on right here for this to work.
Mhm.
Straddling the county boundary.
Yeah.
up in the mountains, though, right?
It is.
But that could be more than one
That's-
census.
Is that Utah Wasatch? I recognize that ugly Utah County block or Utah Lake block any day.
You got familiar with it? Is that it? That's it.
Right. This is a quiet
Can you
area.
zoom out? It's right down here. Is that a population of
Oh,
straddles?
Yes.
I would think those 8 people are probably part of Sundance area.
Yeah, I mean, they're mountain people,
Right.
whichever,
So
yeah, they probably right.
Yep.
Yeah.
you're right.
There's
Yeah.
the building, yeah.
So let's see what it says. Oh, we have purple.
This is a purple correction sheet?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's Rex and Karen.
No.
They've both left.
Early birds.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
So these 8 people belong to Sundance.
I'm assuming they belong to Sundance.
Well, like I said, we can see the only buildings in the block are all,
But we get
yeah, so they're coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
block.
That's interesting.
Didn't they keep it at 0?
They had,
There, it's right there too.
yeah,
They're very close.
they moved one, they had it at 0 for a minute there. We did check for contiguous districts, and there was one person in Duchesne that had gotten put on the wrong side of the county line, and one more somewhere else.
Remember that.
We should turn it on.
This is kind of a long swirly one.
What's the area on that?
West
Jordan.
West Jordan, yeah.
I meant the square footage area.
Large.
That's not in this, I think it's 4 meters or something like that.
Square miles maybe? Yeah, I mean, that looks like a really large section.
So whatever projection they're using.
Here it is.
That would make sense why those others are 0 there, because it wasn't square feet.
What?
So we have a long squirrely one here.
Yeah, but that's,
Oh,
that's a little bigger than a block.
So we have orange too there.
Yeah, that's significant.
No, I think it's legitimate because you can put a precinct in there or divide
Right.
this area up into multiple precincts.
Right.
So it's, stretched out, it's still legitimate. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is.
Okay, Utah Lake, South Shore.
Which color are we on?
Orange. Zero. Next, is that John? Where?
Oh, well, is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Salt
Next
Lake.
job.
No worries.
It's Magna area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just, south of where.
Where those rocks are.
So it's this chunk right here. Oh, we have 2,300 people there, but that's.
No,
Well, it's, you could easily make precinct out of it.
Yeah, well,
but it's
But
not 23.
0,
Oh, I see.
Yeah. it's like-
46 looks like that's the actual
Oh, all right.
number in question.
Ah.
So-
there's probably 2 shapes.
So this is what most of Stansberry, something they just missed it.
Let's see there.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
What is subdivision there?
Well, now it says 40,
46.
Yes, 46.
46,
It's that
okay.
little subdivision.
okay, yeah.
Well, that's another one big enough to probably just
Yeah,
note it.
yeah, I think that's right. I don't want to mess with it. Hmm. What's the minimum level for a decent precinct size?
Varies.
Okay.
It's not a minimum, but 0 is the minimum.
Sure, but I mean, so it just becomes impractical depending on,
Like the Dragon Force is like-
Right.
So the clerks tend to want to have it, I would say a bare minimum, 200 to 300 people.
yeah,
if possible.
yeah, that's good to know.
But we're gonna have some things in here.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna
like
do that.
Good with that.
Where Where are we at here?
Cottonwood Heights, but I think this one is legit to begin with. So it's a big area in an urban. Sorry.
Oh, it's just like a top portion of Cottonwood or something?
Yeah, Cottonwood Heights. So we did there, we'll probably start flying through these. Eastern Davis County.
Right here.
So those are all.
I want to say I looked at this with
We-
another team.
We looked at this too before, I think.
All city boundaries.
Yeah, so what it really does is it picks up this, I think it's exactly this 5 and this 8, or this 3. So there
Yeah.
are 8 people within Davis County in District 2.
Yeah.
There also might be one more person here, if I remember right.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Is that 1 or 11?
So it's,
41. Okay.
So that's-
for what it's worth, those are small enough numbers that I mean, it may be, it'll keep them still in single digits, but that's kind of what we're picking up on from Commissioner Thorne.
Well, yeah.
Push it up to the county line.
Yeah, it's gonna affect 3 districts. Where is it?
Well, a little bit. So we'll take 3 people from District 2 and put it into District 3.
Okay.
So District 3 will be -4, will be at -1. And then we'll take 5 more and put them into District 1,
1, and that will take it to
5 and -.
Well, that doesn't trouble me, does it?
There's about me other than.
Other than, yeah, that is their plan. Yeah, and they're.
No,
Well, I would say I can walk over real quick and just ask, if we see 1 or 2 other little, like, 1 blocks to
Yeah,
move.
we
If we
had
stay,
a list for orange.
right, well, I was gonna say, I can ask if we stay in single digits, if they'd be comfortable with that.
That would help.
They may say that's just fine. If you
Okay,
cross into double digits, we gotta have a conversation.
okay, let's try that.
Yeah, we're gonna ask it real quick.
We're on the news yet.
I expect we are, but, yeah, it's news time. I had my phone, I'd tell George to watch. Oh,
That's fine.
no, he won't, it doesn't matter. He's, I don't know what he's doing tonight for me.
Got pickles?
No, I mean, I like pickles, but I have one. I like a good pickle. Where were we? Oh, it's that German restaurant in Spring City. They have good pickles.
Did they?
Yeah. I love Bell's Deli. It's not like it's really good, Jewish deli, but their pickles are awful. I don't understand how any self-respecting Jewish deli can have bad pickles. You're in string sandwiches.
Okay.
Like we're doing diplomacy for sending our envoy across the hall. And I can't think that anything in single digits will affect the assessment map. On any metric.
does your attribute table, Jeff, show these smaller numbers even though the area is bigger? Because I noticed that you have numbers like deviation and total in your attribute table, but would ArcGIS Pro show you that this large district only has 8 people in it?
So if we bring over the source attributes and that be recalculated attributes.
Yeah, because District 2 doesn't have 8 people in the SG 807,000.
Right.
So that's probably what you would see in that.
So I've been ignoring the attribute table other than the size. That's all I'm looking at is shape area for the geometry. And the verdict is, you ever give a verdict?
It was mildly unclear, but I think they prefer we hold off.
Yeah,
Okay. That's the verdict.
Okay.
yeah, because they're still working on their
Yeah, there,
splits, their split districts.
yeah. So I'm sure in a second they'll see the 8 people in Davis and make some sort of decision.
Okay.
But the zeros will be much harder to find.
Yep, that is true. So you just made a note of that then?
Yep.
Really tough with Canada. Be good here.
You'd think it'd be better remembering where the road for Little Cottonwood is, but
You're doing really well.
Yeah.
It goes up 7,200 south. What's up from that? Well, I got Little Cottonwood, a big, like I said, I've lived here 50 years and I still can't remember which one's which. Little Cottonwood is big, and we have a cabin in one of them.
and where's the area? in
Which one is
question?
Brighton? Brighton and Solitude, which one is, I don't see. Which is out there? Little Cotton, okay, sounds good, I think that's right. So I'm
Okay,
wrong.
almost the county
Oh,
line.
so here it is. So it's this portion of Salt Lake County.
Oh, yeah. Look at Alta split up there.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say, I know to a point, while we were looking, while I was, the same that we were validating maps with green team, we were looking at the purple. So this is, I remember this one as well. So I think,
I don't think you should split out, it's too small.
What's the zero population?
Oh,
North
oh, that's it.
yeah,
I
but
want to see. Okay.
so Alta's whole and Alta is connected still. But most of the other teams, as it's saying, have kept Alta and Brighton together, sort of thing.
No,
Well, we're
Brighton's in
splitting
the other,
city.
Brighton's in the other county. Could be
Split.
Alta and Snowbird.
Yeah, it's right in the city.
I think
so.
It's at least a place, yeah.
But Brighton's in Big Cotton.
So we could grab the zero into Alta regardless if we want.
Yeah,
Mhm.
should we have them do it or decide this is under the form?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking it may be,
It'll show up on their tax.
right, well, the zeros, we didn't give on this last report
Oh.
because this last report was supposed to be, help evaluate what maps you want to have, because zeros are really just cleanup, whereas any number was a little more,
That makes sense.
Just
You're right. I don't think I
criteria
saw
to
any
evaluate.
zeros on that
Yeah.
report. They started like at 14, 14 population.
right, because we figured that we would do zeros here. And
Yep.
the zeros hopefully should not sway you towards one map over the other, because you can just fix them.
Yep, okay.
So can you zoom out and show the better part of that? We got 900 people there, which is, that's legit for a precinct.
Okay. Utah Lake. Oh, the actual,
So how to divvy up the lake is kind of the question.
I'm not, this is my least favorite block in the whole state, because no matter what district it goes in, it's this ugly duck head, no matter who gets it.
Okay, that's purple on this one.
Maybe it's an endangered species there.
No, it doesn't make it look any nicer. So yeah, so purple gave it to Saratoga, whereas it looks like most of the other groups have kept the lake whole.
Yes.
Let's make it nasty. Send it to 3, I'd say.
Okay. run these with the third map we selected last night, or just the purple and the orange thus far?
With Stuart Hanson.
Okay.
That worked.
Okay, so we're in the magma. Yeah. Very good. Legitimate. There's a spike. I think that's because of the precinct. Or the block, rather.
Yeah, wow, look at that one.
Can we move that block
Into two.
into anywhere else? Takes that spike after, if it's a zero.
Let's find out where 2200.
How far down does it go? Where it can go down?
It's just right.
Okay.
We'll also need to grab.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
That makes it worse. Makes it non-contiguous. That's
Yeah.
what-
With 8 people.
that also looks. That looks like a magna split.
Yeah. Yeah, that side of the city is the one.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see two.
Yeah, but within the city, you do have that little block out there. It's gonna not be contiguous within the city
Yeah,
for that district. Which
that's not gonna work.
we understand.
Better drag backs.
All right,
Okay, write that one down.
8 block.
Didn't someone say we were gonna fly through this one?
Where are the zeros?
Who said that?
We'll do that halfway through.
I just want to see the zero blocks. That's all. That's all we need. Okay, got that one noted. Noted.
We did this, yeah, we adjusted. That's probably. Still good. Let's see. Sorry, Mag.
Salt Lake again. Yeah.
We have a- Which is okay.
Um,
So North Salt Lake. Just want to verify that we have census blocks to do this.
Yeah.
It's not a sign of April's. Shade there.
Well, it could be a sine wave if it's,
What's
no,
what map is this?
it has a higher frequency.
Oh, this is Hepworth.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Upper Passage.
see how that spikes way up here?
Yeah.
Does that follow blocks?
Yep. That I
Train
mean,
tracks.
that itself is a block. Yeah. So it's the area between a set of train tracks and Main Street.
Hmm.
Okay.
But it sure does look.
It's like a rhinoceros.
It does. Ooh.
Rhinoceros 4.
That's good. Yeah, name that district. Rhino district.
Rhino. I like it. I mean, it is great. Look how it's great.
Some Republicans are gonna take issue with that one.
Right. Wendover. For that portion of the Indian reservation. Oh, it's south.
Oh, and this is on the purple map.
Yes. purple.
Yeah. So purple did take that little.
Do we have sufficient population?
An excellent question.
Be small, but very small.
Double digits, don't it? What?
Double digits.
Is what they're clamoring for. 29 people. Do you have counties?
No, I mean, 60 some odd.
I watched an article about how
It's very, very small.
the reservations are starting to use a different kind of Google address
Although,
for addresses, so it's easier to find.
That'll help for the next census.
Yes, yes.
you heard of the what 3 words?
Oh, I know what 3 words. So what happened was I got in a discussion with another GIS analyst that I've known for a long time. And I brought up what 3 words to her. And then she brought up this other addressing method to me.
It's a legitimate method of
Yeah.
It's called what 3 words.
Oh, I was not following.
It's
I'm going,
like,
what 3
We're
words?
way off track here, but
Yeah,
it's kind of.
it's an
interesting.
I've seen this, yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 66, so that's a small precinct, certainly.
Plus
Area.
case, that's what they're called.
Okay. Maybe bring it up to Rex and Karen and say, hey, this chunk of the res is gonna be a precinct.
Well-
I think the county clerk would bite, grit their teeth and take it.
And take it.
I was gonna say, I know
It's so specialized.
They are somewhat attached to, they like I mean, they've got this portion, they've got this Grand County portion. I
Right.
think they're fairly attached to both of them
Okay.
conceptually.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll mention,
So there's us, and there's the plus code into that.
Okay.
So the Indian reservations can use things like that, where they don't have streets, street
yeah,
ranges.
boy, that really is gonna help with things like the census and other things too.
this is purple also.
Haven't found.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it is.
no, I know their occasional boundary.
Yeah.
So let's go to Morgan County. Get that bottom southern half of it.
Orange. And we're largely interested in the question of how many people is it?
Yes. So we're fine.
Yeah, and I mean, we can be short pretty easily.
Okay.
District 2, we've got. I thought not. Oh, I know why.
Oh, because you didn't show it first.
1,200 or 1,100 people.
We go out to Fairfield.
Yeah.
Orange. Orange.
Well, I get the gist of what they're doing as far as I hit one.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you for helping Orange Team earlier.
I don't know what time I can come tomorrow. 'Cause I've got these odd meetings at like 10 and 2. So,
Now, were you planning to come back tomorrow?
well, I think I'd sent Alan a schedule that I could come back, and now I'm looking at the schedule. Oh, those are odd. So I'll let her know when or if I can. I should be able to prepare. Yeah, and I think if I hadn't sat down with Orange today, this would have made a little less sense, but it makes a lot of sense.
Okay, good. So we'll just turn the loose on the Senate tomorrow.
And the Senate's got how many?
29.
29.
That's the question, yeah.
Times 29. So you're gonna end up, when you do your intersect, you'll end up with in the hundreds.
Yeah.
Like we did here in the Sort Line area.
Yeah, there's just
Start
differences of group drawings, and some will have landed outside their cities and counties, and others will have landed inside. So I want to move the zeros inside the city or county they should belong to.
Okay,
And for the non-zeros, I bookmark it and talk to you later.
sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you, Roger. All you're gonna do now is all right, that works.
Signs all over the place. Thanks, Bo, for all you do behind the scenes.
Thank you.
Yeah, they appreciate it, Roger. See ya.
You're welcome. Thanks for dinner. Yeah,
Bye.
we'll see you soon.
Look out the
Oh,
big
I'm-
bucks for dinner.
Yeah. I'll, this will keep me. Okay.
All right, see ya.
All right.
So that area, I think we have plenty of population there.
All right, I guess there's a chance on a city level, it gets small, but looking Orange, I would say that's enough of Eagle Mountain. I would think, and Purple respects the city boundaries pretty well, so I think we'll probably fine.
Tough valleys, we'll get there.
There's enough population in all of Lehigh.
I think so. So, okay, good.
That's their little Moab portion. I actually don't know how, or not Moab, Grand portion. I actually don't know how big it is.
Looking at the other, can you want us to-
Oh, okay.
So, district. We've got. Never mind, the other way around. I can't read numbers, it's all right.
And so what's the concern, the population for
Yeah, it's kind of,
precincts?
yes.
And it looks like there's actually no one here. That's at least what it's given me.
Huh,
If I unassign it,
well, where is everybody?
They can make a precinct with 0 people.
Okay.
As long as nobody moves into it, they won't have
They
to
won't have
prepare
to worry
ballots.
about it, okay. So
And
we
then
want to
in
know
10
that, or we will
I'm fine with it.
and then in 10 years,
know?
when they do redistricting on precinct lines, they'll be like, oh, let's keep the reservation whole. Sorry, precinct.
Okay,
So that's Purple's district.
yeah, I
Perfect.
recognize it too. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I do.
And there was one public submission I thought was interesting where they did, that they put Park City with one of the Salt Lake heavy districts
Right,
and Chillow with the other. I was like, oh, this is an interesting,
yeah,
it was an interesting idea.
it was an interesting idea. I saw, I actually, I was quite intrigued by it.
Yeah.
It didn't get very many votes. So.
So this is just Wasatch County in general.
Plenty there. County, tired.
I'll bring one home.
See you.
Have a good night.
Drive safely.
Is it still raining? I haven't bothered looking at my
I'm
window.
sure
for-
it is. Well,
a long
I'm
time.
assuming, I know, I'm assuming it is. It was raining, it's been raining most of the day. Oh, in fact, this morning, I had to drive to the gym in the dark, in the rain and the wind, it was horrible. You can't see, the freeways all turn, you can't see the lanes. It's really scary
Mhm.
driving. Mhm.
So it's just
Area, because
store district rate.
Yep.
We're done with the review there, so just need a few little cleanups there.
Yeah, I'll probably, honestly, for some of them, I'll probably sit down and explain them to Gordon and let Gordon do
You let Gordon do it.
do the heavy lifting.
Okay. As long as you understand the issues and can.
Explain them to Gordon.
As long as I can read my
That's-
handwriting
that's-
in the morning.
That's gonna be a really interesting transition from us to you, to Gordon, to the team.
Back to the commissioner.
And I may give it straight to them. will I?
I think that would be just fine, because you're just turning it over to them to
Oh,
decide.
I'm sure anything would be fine.
It's just Gordon doesn't always get the translation straight,
Send me a-
just occasionally.
All right, so that's everything for the congressional maps then?
For now, yeah, once we go through and get all these other cleanups.
Fair question, fair point for now.
It should.
Yeah.
Move smoother with fewer cleanups.
We know where all the money's at.
So,
Once we're 100%, or do we want to go back to St. George?
Yeah, let's look at
where's that one?
that. Okay, that's on the SH
That's on the start.
congressional, yeah. And that's the steward. And we were working, Joey started us off
Right
with it.
there.
Yeah, the problem is that St. George is split and it's a very uneven split. But the numbers are big enough that, as you can see, we fussed with it, but we took the numbers from all zeros to a plus minus 52, and yet we can't. And we looked, I don't think we can fix it. I'm inclined to think we should undo what we did and go back to all zeros.
Wasn't it up in here somewhere?
Was
It
it?
was on the city boundary.
City boundary. So here's city boundary.
Bring up
Right.
the is that Washington, bring up Washington boundary?
Yeah,
It was the difference between the two. There was some
Right.
county areas.
yeah, there it is.
So
It's
it
up
was,
there,
I think it was this, wasn't it? No, it's
No,
zero.
that was one of them. We fixed that one. Well, I think we fixed that one.
So it was area that was in Washington.
It was between Washington and St. George. I believe.
I got it. We turn on. I need to see them
Can
at
you,
the same
can you
time.
just look up and undo the last thing you did?
We could just undo, but I don't think we've changed anything since then.
No. So we stop.
But yeah, I think, because here's the shared boundary, Washington, St. George.
All right.
I'll undo, I can redo.
So you're gonna put those two little areas back in.
Well, I'm thinking if we can't do anything about the split, we might as well go for the zero. The zero deviations. So I don't think we did any good with what we did. And
We made it worse. is
And
what you're
and we
saying.
made we made the deviation worse, and we didn't really help out the implications of the split.
Was it that?
It might have
Area
been
around
on
that.
there, that's all zeros though.
South and other direction. So.
Yeah,
Along this District
Oh,
4 and 3
yeah.
border,
It was
probably.
around the
Yeah.
hospital. There's the medical
Right,
center. So
right. Oh, yeah, I
Was
know
it-
where that is.
it was
You know,
dense.
actually, I'm starting to not get so excited about that split, because out by where the hospital is, it's very commercial. Lots of offices, lots of hospitals
was it
and
this?
parking and stuff.
No, it's not.
No, that's not it.
Right, that's 57.
No, we couldn't make any numbers work. But where did we get that 52?
Was it a single block? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a simple block. Oh, okay. We started out at 70.
Here you go, Bo. So. Makes sense to me. So we're. Okay, so
Are you able to highlight the blocks like you found those other ones?
I don't have the books in here.
Okay.
Go to the medical So it took.
Yeah,
it takes
that's it
this.
right there.
Okay, but if we take all of that,
It's gonna-
Those are all neighbors. Just
Right.
getting big
right, but now we're.
Yeah, see, I remember this, we got to 74 first.
Yeah.
So now how do we get back to 0, 0?
So let's follow it up.
Yeah, so it's largely the same. So here it is.
Joey, come back, Joey.
Okay.
We're trying to remember what we did with
So
St.
it's-
George to get it
Oh, okay.
out of
This-
whack, and we can't remember.
This block right here, right?
It was a 54 and they weren't touching. And then it was a 20 and south of that.
20 to the south of this?
South of this.
Yeah.
We're trying to get it back to 0, and we can't remember.
It was that one. Maybe it was north of that one. I remember they weren't touching. That was right there, that 20 right there.
This right here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna play around with it and see if I can find it.
okay, you work on it. The thing is, I mean, what we were concerned about was the St. George split. But when we started trying to fix the St. George split, it really messed with the deviations.
Yes, very much. I
And-
think you either have to split St. George that way or cross. the
Yeah,
county
and I'm
lines.
inclined, at this point, I've changed my thinking. I'm inclined to think that there's a real commercial element. There is, as you say, the affluent old people
Yes,
neighborhood down there. But the rest of it's the medical center and the mall and
Yeah, if you'll
all those conference centers.
you
and
zoom out
things.
though.
Yeah, so where we were.
I mean, yeah, I've lived in St. George, so I know fairly well, and it's growing a lot. You zoom out just as St. George is a helpful. But you can even just show the city limits.
Right.
Yeah, I do not dislike this split.
Yeah,
In any way, shape or form.
I'm thinking that it's
Um,
livable.
And I actually really like it. So this is River Road, that line that comes
Right.
right down there.
Right.
Everything north of River Road, east of the interstate,
Yeah,
is very dense Hispanic.
right.
But
And
everything
that's
south
what
of
we
River
put that
Road
together.
is not as much.
Okay.
And you can pull that up on demographics. So I actually didn't dislike this because it groups some of the Hispanic people in
Right.
with the Hispanic people in St. George.
Exactly.
And down here, like, it's very much tied to Washington down here, which
Okay.
is in that district.
Right,
And I mean, ideally, I would like
sure.
to put that part in Washington,
Yeah.
but I don't dislike this because you have a large Hispanic community here and a large Hispanic community here.
Okay.
So that's the reason when I
think
looked
it's
at this.
defensible, and I think we should leave it alone.
To leave it even. Possibly
But I'll see-
visit Those two little areas.
I'll see if I can find an
Okay.
easy
Okay.
solution to that one.
Okay.
I'll play around with it, but yeah, I very much don't dislike this St. George.
You like it.
I don't know if I say I like it, I don't like
Yeah.
splitting St. George, but
Right.
I think if you
But
have
this
to,
is a
if you have to,
sensible
this
way to
is a
do it.
sensible.
I was gonna say,
split.
that was a feature of this map I was unaware of, was the St. George split.
Yeah,
But I mean, you have to sacrifice that in exchange for having three.
right. Well,
Salt
and we
Lakes.
do have to
County
remember
split.
that St. George is now bigger than Ogden. I mean,
Right, it's huge,
it's huge.
very much so. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll see if I can figure something out.
Okay, thanks, Joey. That was very helpful.
And oh, no, that's your house map. I was looking, you have one of the census lines in your house map in Washington goes right through a brand new apartment complex,
Uh-oh.
right down the middle of it. So-
Our
Is that
green one?
something you wanted to-
Yeah, if you guys do you want to do that now?
Sure.
I think we should.
Okay, I need to grab my laptop really quick.
Yeah,
Maybe if you guys want to.
while we can find it quickly. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we wait for a minute, something we are working on is, I'm logged in as Joey, not myself. And I'll take us back off. Herkin?
So we got a Senate district and a House district with a fund three. And a school district.
Nice.
All the teams have one of each map with the exception of you guys not having a congressional.
Which is
Or-
fine.
Right.
So this block,
Which was a knockdown, drag out.
I was thinking, you guys are in heroin, man, this is the clash of two branches of government.
Oh, yeah.
so I don't know if we. Right.
Well, it's so interesting. You know, when you actually- You have-
Have you,
What are you looking for?
do you see?
So we gotta
They're unmuted. Whoops.
Oh,
Wait, you never unmuted this?
No, I unmuted this for a long time, and then I was trying to ask you what maps to go to for a minute, and then I just forgot to.
Okay, so if you're over here. So it's multi-unit address. I have no idea what this is. She gave me.
Longitude map. Oh, I can't say
She
that.
gave me the name of the apartment building.
oh,
Yeah, you can see that gray line. It goes right through the
oh,
leaves.
oh, yes, it does.
All
That's in Washington.
So we're gonna
County.
be down in St. George.
Yep.
About right.
Straight east of this line.
So I'm trying to orient my mind. It's between District 73 and 72.
3 and 72.
Two. Where's
Oh, so
72?
down
Oh,
here more,
it's over, yeah, okay.
presumably like right.
Oh, I think is that it right there?
All right, we'll use your map. Though.
Well, it looks like that's a big road though.
So where's Brigham? Right here. So it is this line. Right here.
Oh, okay.
Which
So
one? Oh,
Oh, okay. Yes. Oops.
so if you'll zoom out though.
1 second.
It'll be really quick. So they said this, this is one, yeah, so you probably. want
So can we move 31 and that other little block to the right of it? It has a 0.
I think this block is this, actually.
Oh, never mind.
Really messy
Yeah.
census blocks
Never
here.
mind.
Well, we could grab this 31, just
Yeah.
this
But
31.
You're gonna have
It
to
will
grab
look
that.
very
31.
strange, but you need to do it.
And this is one address too,
Oh, all right, that'd be more.
which is,
So never mind that that's bizarre.
So this one.
That's
Clearly
it, yeah,
defensible, but-
yeah, it is.
and I wanna make sure.
73, okay.
Let me have you go back in there. Is there a road or? Or on the east side, is there a road down here on the west side or some geographic?
Looks like parcel.
I mean, you can leave it at the block line,
I mean,
because we are allowed to use natural and man-made
Right.
assist
I don't
features.
see-
oh, we can take all of these zeros.
What the hell was, what's down?
What's down at the peak? Oh, no, that's okay. You can go all the way down.
Road.
Whoops, oh, wait a minute, what's to the north of the road? What is that? Is that? That,
I'm gonna grab you another pointer.
I forgot my pointer. Actually, I probably have it in my purse. What is this on this side of the road?
We can hope to see if it's a gas station or a house. Doesn't look like a house.
No, it doesn't look like residence. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, John.
That was like business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That-
it does.
that's a lot of parking lot, and this is a lot of parking
Okay,
lot.
so it's okay. Never mind. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. But that's a 0, that's a 0.
That
Both
would
of
be-
those
that
are zeros.
main road down would be much better.
Yeah. He's-
That's cleaner.
Probably this 0 as well.
Sure, yes.
And then was this a road to?
No,
That's
that's
why-
Love Houses.
Okay, excellent. Parcel. And I'm not super familiar with that area, but I think this is like a drop down here, so I think that's a pretty safe down. You're gonna develop into there at all.
Okay. That's that.
I think so.
Any other county wisdom?
Not for Green Team,
Well, other teams have county wisdom.
lots of county wisdom for Orange Team. We'll
Yes,
cross that bridge later. Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. Text
Thank
me if you need me. Yep, thanks guys.
thank you, Joey.
You did-
That
are
was
you
very
around?
helpful.
Yeah, I'm around.
Okay. I asked Roger to do the Senate
Okay.
as far as stacking. that. that again.
Yeah. Absolutely. So here we are, here's the St. George split.
What does it do to Cedar City area?
Cedar's all in one district.
Was it?
Cedar's all in district.
Yeah, it looks like Iron County is all in one district.
Iron
even.
County's all in one district too, so those are both pretty good. Unfortunately, it does go all the way up to
County,
Well,
splitting Sanpete, but it's on the school board, or school district
right.
lines, which is their preferred split,
Yeah,
which I'm sure he knew because he watches our meetings.
that's true. I know, he did a lot of work.
Lots
I
of-
guess my only concern is that the greater Salt Lake area is
Yeah.
gonna control the basin.
Yeah, that's true.
The folks in the basin probably won't be.
Probably won't be too happy, although I don't know that the basin's interest, it's not like a conflict with Salt Lakes, they're just different.
Just hope they get a good rep.
As long as the
Yeah.
rep will go talk about energy concerns.
Yeah.
and-
Well, and at least, I mean, if you want to think about accessibility, the basin is very accessible.
From
From
Lake.
Salt Lake. Unlike, you know, problems with some of the other south of the southern part of the state.
That's the friends and said it's not perfect like any of them, but it's still very good.
Yeah,
I'm happy with this plan.
Yeah,
You are.
I am too.
We have the numbers still at 0,
yeah,
other than a couple little precinct areas that I mentioned in St. George. but
Right.
That's small fry, I guess. County clerk will be mad at us.
maybe the county people know who we are.
I would say from
And
what,
that's only assuming that somebody adopts.
Yeah, it would have to be adopted first.
and from what Commissioner Hilliard keeps saying, it sounds like the county clerks get mad a year later,
Yeah.
every cycle from what I picked up on.
Yeah, they have a hard life. No, it's really true.
This really impacts the.
But I
county
have to
voting
say,
operations.
from what you have told me about the history, Jeff, this commission has done more for the county clerks than any other
Yes,
redistricting effort in the history of the state of Utah.
probably in half the country.
Yeah. So
No, and
So
I'm
that's
very
not
appreciative of the whole commission
paying attention.
paying attention to the.
Well, it
impacts
just took
counties.
getting educated. So. That's very
I
great.
think our work does first serve the people,
Mhm.
and a not collateral damage, but collateral benefit is to the counties.
Yep.
They will be getting a
Yep.
really clean set of
Yeah.
boundaries so that
Well,
they
I'm
can
short of
slide
getting
seamlessly into.
a senator for each county.
Yeah.
It's good as they get. That's so interesting. I remember hearing stories from my husband's family about what Utah was like. My father-in-law was an administrator at the University of Utah. He used to tell stories about the rural, I mean, the rural counties couldn't give a damn for anything at any of the major universities except maybe BYU. And it was working with the legislature to get any support of higher education in that era was just impossible. So,
Are there any other maps you want to look at tonight, or?
I think we're so deep into this, it's not, no matter what we look at, we wouldn't be able
yeah,
to get out of it.
I think we go home and get a good night's sleep, and you're coming back at 8 o'clock. So-
Probably, at least one of us. We got a representative from the Utah County.
Oh, that's
I
right.
can't remember what, something maps,
Somebody.
something, yeah.
And
Okay.
we still have the door open to new business.
I think it's more of the kind of thing Joey's doing, where just,
Okay. I can live with small subtle changes like that.
I.
Well, and you know, like what we just did for the precincts and.
I believe in things like that. This is the benefit of being part-time. I get to say, I don't know. That's really,
Mm.
that's where-
Yeah. No, we have been incredibly generous, I think. Well, and it's with what we had. with what we had.
Okay, but now I do need to save.
Okay, so you're going to be doing this on all the maps, right?
Yeah. what I
And
was
the
saying,
green maps are done, right? Oh, no, the green, no.
The first round of the congressional.
Congressional's done, but our Green Senate and our Green House are not done.
I think we did the
I
Senate.
thought we did the Senate, yeah.
House is gonna be the brutal one.
House is gonna be the brutal one, and I should probably show up for that. But I don't know, well, I don't know, is it useful to have me here to?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
all right,
It really is.
I'll come. I'll come,
That was-
so I can be useful.
Date on that too.
I absolutely will put the date
So
on that.
what time tomorrow?
I can be here for.
I can be here for you, I don't want to be here for.
Sorry.
It's all right.
One more week, couple more days.
One more week, I will.
All right, well,
That one's-
and we're done,
This one's yours.
we're calling it today then?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent, we'll close it.